What's up, guys? So today I want to talk about one of my favorite rhythms. It's called soca, and it has its origins down in Trinidad and Tobago. But it's seen prominence here lately with several rap artists in the past few years. You know, Elephant Man, Beanie Man, Movado, Kevin Little, Sean Paul. All of these guys have taken elements and rhythms from the soca and used them in modern day hip hop or rap settings. And that's what's so cool about something like this. This is a music that's created from a fusion of other things. So I'm going to give you a real quick history of the soca, and if you don't want to listen to it, that's what's great about a video. You can scrub past this. But it saw its prominence back in 1970s, 1973. The guy who really kind of brought about the style was a guy whose birth name was Garfield Blackman, and then his stage name was Lord Shorty. Now, he later changed that, had some spiritual awakening, later changed that to Ra Shorty the First. I do believe he put the first on the end of that. But his stage name was Lord Shorty. Lord Shorty was really the guy that was responsible for bringing the soca to prominence. And a lot of people think that soca was the fusing of two words, meaning soul and calypso, and you put those together and you have soca. That's not what it was. Soca came about whenever Lord Shorty. How would you like for your name to be Lord Shorty? I mean, come on. You can't get much cooler than that. He started to merge Indian rhythms with traditional calypso rhythms, except he was playing these or Indian instruments with calypso rhythms. He was playing these rhythms on Indian instruments. And so through that, he came up with this very unique style, very danceable, driving groove. And I actually used this with beginners quite a bit to teach them a groove other than 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, because this is a very danceable rhythm. It flows under the hands very easily. Now, the song that from what I understand brought it to prominence was one by another guy named Lord Kitchener. All these guys are named Lords. I wish that they would call me Lord Stephen. Lord Stephen has a lesson today. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? It'd also be awesome if I had like girls that sang like Jay-Z does, that like sang my name in the background whenever I came into a room. That would be awesome too. But nonetheless, I digress. Lord Kitchener had a song called Sugar Bum Bum, and that really started to push it to its prominence. It saw a resurgence in the 80s with the song Hot 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 and several other kind of smaller hits, but really the prominence is 70 to 73. So now that we got all of that out of the way, what is the rhythm? Well, have you ever heard the 70s 4 on the floor, upbeats on the hi-hat, a basic disco groove? That's what this is going to be. Now, you can count this in two ways. You can count at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 or you can count it in cut time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For ease of the lesson, I'm going to be counting it 1 and 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, so I can explain it to you. So this is really going to be a 2-beat groove. Then if you're playing it in cut time, it would be a 2-bar or a 1-bar groove. And of course, in cut time, 2 bars equals 1 bar of regular time. Now, we're playing 4 on the floor, so that means quarter notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 8 notes on the hi-hat, except we're accenting the upbeats just like you're playing a disco groove. The key here is the snare hits. So you have this going on, boom, jack, boom, jack, boom, jack, boom, jack. We're going to play 1E and the of 1 and the of 3 here on the snare, and then the and of 2 and the and of 4 on the snare. So 1E and a 2 and 3E and a 4, and we're going to combine it with these two. Here we go. That is the essence. That's not the only soca groove, but my aim with this is if you show up at a lesson and they go, hey, we need a soca groove, you can go, oh, snap, bam, flap, slap it down and you got a soca, okay? That's what we're going for. You can also open the hi-hats on the upbeats, and then when you go to the ride cymbal, you can play the upbeats on the ride cymbal bell. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all very acceptable, all a traditional soca. The soca was actually originally solka, S-O-L-K-A, so it wasn't spelled S-O-C-A. It was original S-O-L-K-A. So it's kind of come through several transitions over the years, but this is what we've wound up with. So I'm going to play through it a little bit, let you hear it, and that's the soca. So there you've got a quick breakdown of the soca, a little bit of a history, and that's really what we do in the drum sessions on my website. We just take apart these styles. We just did the guajira, and we're also doing next month we're doing the songo, and so there's all these different styles and world rhythms that we're diving into, and really not just getting why you play them, but what instrument originally played them and the history behind them. We really try to get a whole encompassing look and take questions from the students. So if you get a chance, check it out. There's a 7-day free trial. If not, I'll see you on here.